Now, Russia and China have accused the United States of America during a UN Security Council meeting of stoking already high tensions in the Middle East with its recent retaliatory strikes on Iran-backed Houthis as well as other groups in Iraq and Syria. Now, the US military has struck dozens of targets in Syria and Iraq overnight from Friday to Saturday in retaliation for a January 28th drone attack on a base in Jordan where 3 of the US soldiers were killed. Now, the strikes, which targeted elite Iranian units and pro-Iranian militant groups, have led to fears that the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in Gaza could spiral into a larger regional conflict. With us on the broadcast is my colleague Brian Thomas. Brian, over to you for more details on this. Russia and China have hit out at the US. What can you tell our viewers?
Well, Pia, the United States initiated airstrikes on Friday that targeted numerous sites which was associated with Iran's Revolutionary Guard, that is IRGC, and even the allied groups. And this action followed the death of 3 US soldiers in Jordan, with even Washington attributing the attack to Iranian-backed militias. And Russia now accused President Joe Biden of executing these strikes in Iraq and Syria to enhance his image as the presidential election campaign intensifies. And rather than in retaliation for the fatal attacks on US soldiers, Russia's UN ambassador Vasily Nebenzia, also during a Security Council meeting requested by Moscow, claimed that the US action lacked justification and suggested that it was an attempt to influence domestic politics and improve the international standing of the current American administration. And even US Deputy Ambassador to UN Robert Wood justified the strikes under Article 51 of the UN Charter, asserting the rights of states to self-defense against armed attacks. He also emphasized that the US did not seek additional conflict in the region, but would defend its personnel against any unacceptable attacks. And the Pentagon, as of Monday today, reported no knowledge of Iranian casualties resulting from the recent airstrikes. Iran's UN ambassador Ahmed Saeed Irvani also condemned the US action as illegitimate, illegal and unjustified, and he asserted the independence of all resistance groups in the region and disapproved of attributing these actions to Iran or its armed forces, deeming it misleading, baseless and unacceptable. Yes, Pia.
All right, Brian, I'd like to thank you. But also with us on the broadcast this morning is Wing Commander Praful Bakshi, defense expert. Russia and China hit out at the US, particularly Biden, stating that the action by the US military in the Middle East, the escalating action, is a bid to boost his prospects for the upcoming elections in the United States of America this year. What do you make of these statements?
Thank you, Pia. It's very difficult to agree with this statement because, as you know, the history, America has always been very active in the Middle East area, right from the days when it used to attack Libya and Lebanon, and earlier days, way back in 70s, it has been doing against Muammar Gaddafi, against so many other places where American interests were involved. Americans did not hesitate in using their air power. Seaborne air power, they were doing it. But question here is that they have been accused, again we come back to our original discussion, that there is one side is Russia and a team of China and other countries, and other side is America and Great Britain. This sort of alliance which is going on is, they are accusing, especially America is being accused now that to boost its election image, forthcoming image in the election, probably America is carrying out. That's not correct. America will always carry out strike, and it does not hesitate in carrying out military action. We know very well. That's a different thing, that its image will be boosted. That's alongside, that's coincidental. There I don't agree. But America will not hesitate in carrying out any strike. And even Iran can try it. Moment Iran will step in, Iran will be attacked. So that's clear. America does not hesitate on that issue. America is rather very trigger happy, I may say that too. But question here is that this will continue for a long time. There are 2 sets of attacks going on. One is against Houthis, etc., in that area, and another is against the assets, targets which are attacking the Red Sea, commercial activities and others. So America is very busy, and mind you, America will not hesitate in opening a third front if it's required. It will do that. So America policy is absolutely clear that they don't want to escalate. So it's up to the other side that they cannot inundate America with so many strikes and thinking that America will give up. No, America is not going to give up that way, and neither is going its ally, Great Britain. They have got number of countries behind them. So, Pia, but actually, if you see, this sort of a situation is actually akin to a Third World War situation. Means wars are going on all over the world. Any new places the war will start coming up, then the players will remain the same because everybody has the zar and zameen, the assets in mind. And that is why they are doing it. Supported by religious division, these fights will continue. So you will see that South China Sea is now hotting up. The Accord is getting up ready. Here Red Sea is already in action. The area around Israel is already in action. So we have to now wait and watch. And Ukraine and Russia are not finished yet. So, and everywhere, American policy is involved, or American equipment is involved, or American manpower is involved. Yeah.
All right, sir. With that, I would like to thank you for your insights.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.